Okay. Good morning. Welcome to Constructions with Mr. Swan. Today we are going to construct a circumcircle around this triangle. Not too terribly difficult. In fact, we are going to use just a straight edge and a compass because, we don't have all kinds of laser stuff and things with the technology and monitors and touchscreening this and, Facebooking triangles and all that. Anyway, so we're just going to use a compass and a straight edge, and we're going to draw a circumcircle around this triangle centered on a point here in the triangle called the circumcenter. And when we draw this circle, it should touch each one of our points. So, what are we going to need to do this? First, we'll need a triangle. Ta-da! One is just magically already here. We're going to need our straight edge. We're going to need a compass. Doesn't have to be as fancy as this. You could just use one of the little plastic jubbers you get from your local supermarket. This just has a whole bunch of stuff that I have actually never used. But anyway, we're going to need an eraser because we're not perfect. I'm going to use a marker to highlight some points because I'm afraid the camera just won't be able to pick it up on this paper. What else we're going to need? Because we're doing a construction, we're going to need some safety equipment. So we're going to have to have knee pads, to help protect our knees. We're going to need safety glasses. What else? We're going to need some gloves. We're going to need a cup of coffee because it's early in the morning. And I'm sure none of you are awake, and this is the last-minute project you have to get done in Mr. Swan's class, and so, you're up at dark 30 in the morning. Salud. Okay, so, first, we put on our safety glasses. We're going to put on our knee pads in just a minute. We're going to go ahead and put our gloves on. Okay. We're going to go ahead and put our gloves on because, drawing and operating our technical equipment here is going to be kind of dangerous. I'm going to get that out of the way. We're going to go ahead and take out our fancy-dancy little compass here. There we are. I don't need these. Get that out of the way. So we have this, we have that. Oh, I also got another little pencil. And Chewbacca wants to help. Right. So, thank you, Chewbacca. Have a nice day. I'm going to zoom in on my little triangle here. That way you guys can see what I'm doing a little more clearly. I think that'll do. So, what I have here is a triangle. 1, 2, 3 sides. The first thing we need to do is create some bisectors on at least 2 of these legs. It doesn't really matter which 2 you use. I prefer to use the 2 longer sides, excuse me, if you want to do all 3, that's even better. That's up to you. But mathematicians are notoriously lazy, so I'm only going to do 2 of them. I'm going to make sure that I'm using my 2 longest sides. Alright, that side's a little bit longer. And that side's a little bit shorter. So I'm going to use segment AC and segment BC. Cover our marker because we pay good money for those. So, what do I need to do? Well, firstly, I need to open my compass to a distance just somewhere longer than halfway in your segment, where it doesn't really matter as long as it's past halfway. Just pick an arbitrary length. Okay, I'm obviously halfway, or past halfway. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to carefully draw an arc here, and then I'm going to draw one down here. There's an arc, there's an arc. Then I'm going to come down to this point down here, and I'm going to draw an arc across our first one. There's one. And here's one. Now then, everything has come out right. Click, click, click. What I should have created was the segment bisector, which is also called the perpendicular bisector. I've laid my straight edge on these 2 points, and the further away these points are from one another, the more accurate your line's going to be. Okay, I got that there, I got that there. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to draw a simple little line right across this right-hand edge. Okay, so now then, using the same setting on our compass, I am going to draw an arc out here and out here. Make that one a little bigger. Yeah. And then I'm going to take it and put it on point A. And I'm going to inscribe a mark here. And inscribe a mark here. I need to make my first arc here just a little bit longer. Oops, what am I doing here? Apparently I've touched something I shouldn't have. There we go. There we are. Okay, so now I'm going to take my straight edge and lay it across these 2 intersections, arc intersections that I've just made. And I'm going to draw another line, just like that. Okay? Now then, this point here should be the same distance from A to our point. Let's call our point, I don't know, O. Okay? So point O should be the same distance from O to A, and O to C, and O to B. But not O to a grasshopper. So anyway, so now I'm going to take my compass, which is a testy little device, and I'm going to measure from our center to one of the points on our triangle. In this case, I have picked triangles, or point C. Now then, if I do this correctly, I should touch all of our points on our little triangle here. And look at that. It's like it's magic. So now I think I'm just going to show you guys. I'm just going to dot my little circle here. There we go. Look at that. Put a little line there. Keep going with our little lines here. And there we go. And that is how draw a circumcircle around a triangle using only a straight edge and a compass. Now then, since we're done, we have a cup of coffee. Give ourselves a high five. Good job.